What if Yuta had taken over Higuruma's body? It's an idea that's been making the rounds among fans. They believe that with Higuruma's powers, like Juge-man and Execution's sword, combined with Inumaki's cursed speech, Yuta would have had a guaranteed victory. Sounds like a perfect plan, right? But as always with Jujutsu Kaisen, it's never that simple. First off, what's so complicated about taking over Higuruma's body? Yuta just took over Gojo's body, after all. Sure, but there's a big difference. Yuta knew Gojo inside out. He didn't have that kind of familiarity with Higuruma. Remember how Yuta struggled at first to control Gojo's body and use his techniques? Even though he knew Gojo well and had trained in his body during the body swap training, it wasn't easy. With Higuruma, it's the complete opposite. Yuta didn't know his techniques and had never seen him fight. He wasn't even there when Higuruma and Yuji faced Sukuna. Another crucial point, taking over Gojo's body wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. Yuta had planned it, and Gojo was on board with the idea. Improvising against someone like Sukuna might not be the best idea. Higuruma's techniques are another challenge. They are so complex that even Higuruma himself can't predict what Juge-man will do. Let's talk about Higuruma's level. Sure, he had incredible potential and made some crazy progress, but he's still far from being on Gojo or Sukuna's level. Being in his body could have even been a handicap for Yuta. And let's not forget about Higuruma's domain. It's nowhere near a match for Sukuna's malevolent shrine. When Yuji and Higuruma faced Sukuna, he couldn't use his domain, which significantly helped them. But here's the most important reason. Gojo agreed to let Yuta take over his body. That conversation never happened with Higuruma. Taking over someone else's body and using it as a weapon without their consent? That's not Yuta's style at all. For this reason alone, Yuta would never have taken Higuruma's body. So, while the idea of Yuta taking over Higuruma's body sounds interesting, it's not as straightforward as it seems. There are too many complications and moral issues that make it unlikely.